Just my phone. I'll do my computer. We're good.
You're good. Okay. All right. I have no idea why you can't hear him in the headphones. That's
it's okay.
just strange.
If we do any games, I won't know if he answers wrong.
Oh. And you'll have no questions for him. All right. And you guys might end up talking on top of each other, but don't let that stop you. All right.
I know that when I sat in that spot, I would always forget to turn the little knob on the side.
The little knob on the side of what, Phillip?
On your left side, on her left side, I think.
Oh.
You would always be like, "Oh, you can turn it up right here."
Yeah, but you said you could hear me in the headphones, right?
No, I have nothing in my
headphones. You have nothing. Okay. Phillip's right. Let's try to do a musical interlude and see if I can fix our problem, because I don't want to go to break, and this just isn't going to work. So hold on.
I can hear you in the room.
This portion of programming brought to you by New Health.
New Year's resolution or not, at New Health they can help you on your journey to a healthier new year. From preventative exams, chronic disease management, acute illness, dental, pharmacy, and behavioral health care needs, they have you covered in 2022. At New Health, they're committed to promoting health and wellness within our communities by providing integrated, open-access health care for all. Their medical care teams offer in-person visits, curbside care, and telehealth visits. Schedule today for a new patient appointment. Curbside pharmacy pickup and mailing options are available to meet your medication needs. Curbside COVID-19 tests and vaccinations are also available. Contact New Health at 509-935-6004. That's 509-935-6004 to schedule today, or visit their website at newhealth.org for a location nearest you. New patients are welcome, and most insurance plans are accepted, including Medicare, Apple Health Plans, TRICARE, and private insurance. Get healthy with New Health in the new year.
Welcome to 2022 Talks, where we are following our democracy in historic times.
And I have no question the eyes of the world are on this war and what Russia has done in terms of this aggression and these atrocities. I have no doubt.
In a Europe meeting with NATO allies, Vice President Kamala Harris joined calls for a war crimes investigation of Russia over the Ukraine invasion. Harris met with Poland's president after the White House rejected a Warsaw proposal to transfer Soviet-made fighter jets to a U.S. base in Germany to assist Ukraine. The Pentagon said it could escalate the war, but Senator Mitt Romney and other Republicans urged Biden to reverse course.
I believe there's a sentiment that we're fearful about what Putin might do and what he might consider as an escalation. It's time for him to be fearful of what we might do.
Russia has requested a UN Security Council meeting to debate its allegation the U.S. spent millions on biological laboratories in Ukraine. The Pentagon dismissed the claims. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer hopes the chamber can reach a deal to avoid a government shutdown at midnight. The House approved a stopgap spending bill to keep the lights on through March 15th and give the Senate more time to mull a larger spending bill. Inflation grew worse in February, with the Consumer Price Index up almost 8% over the past 12 months, a 40-year high. And with record-high gas prices expected to go higher, Senate Democrats introduced the big oil windfall profits tax to tax fuel company profits. Republicans advocate ramping up production to ease prices. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren counters it would not lead to energy independence.
If we had been serious about moving off fossil fuels 25 years ago, 20 years ago, how can I do this, 10 years ago, then Russia wouldn't have the power it has today. This is what the whole Russian economy is built on.
Several legislatures are considering proposals to reduce state gas taxes. Others want a pause on federal gas taxes. More than 200 people charged in connection with the January 6 attack at the U.S. Capitol have pleaded guilty. 6 have been sentenced to prison terms of 41 to 63 months. President Biden is facing growing pressure from his own party to end Title 42, a rule allowing the expulsion of newly arrived migrants to prevent the spread of COVID-19. New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez argues people with valid refuge claims are being turned away.
Title 42 is being used in a way that I think is indiscriminate and that violates the basic essence of our law.
More than 1 million migrants have been expelled under the Trump-era rule. And the CDC is extending requirements for travelers to wear masks on airplanes, trains, and in transit hubs through April 18th. The mandate has resulted in a spike in unruly passenger incidents reported since January 2021. I'm Mary Sherman for Pacifica Network and Public News Service. Find our trust indicators to support transparency and accuracy at publicnewsservice.org.
All right, and just that quickly, we're back. All right, you got your ears on now, Michelle.
Yes, I get to be part of the group.
All right, hey, we found a dangly cord that wasn't plugged in, and that was our problem. So, all right, we're back. Phillip, are you still with us?
Sure am.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
All right, just a little bit of a rough start this morning, but we're getting it going. Thanks for tuning in on a Friday. A lot of stuff going on today, I know, for me. I want to throw out to start off with, not to start things on a sad note, but we do have John Grumbach's funeral today. That takes place in Addie at the Catholic Church, and double check on this. I believe it's 11. Get together at the Legion at 1 today for people that want to pay their respects. Grumpy volunteered everywhere from, Kiwanis to the chamber, to the radio station. Volunteered at the school, reading stories to kids. So beloved town member that will be sorely missed. Hard shoes to fill when you have somebody like that gives so much to their community. All right, and Mr. Phillip Dutton, Ski Hill still going good?
Yep, open. Got a few inches in the last 48 hours, so yeah,
all right.
Good.
All right. Still skiing happening, as some of us down here that don't ski are waiting for spring.
It's definitely getting warmer up there, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Spring skiing for sure.
All right, the crusty stuff, kind of, right? Gets a little hard in spots in the morning, maybe.
Little like mashed potato consistency.
Oh,
Slushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to find some news headlines this morning, and there is absolutely no real new stuff, which is a good thing, right? So,
MLB lockout's over. So excited.
The what's over?
The MLB lockout.
Oh, so yeah, you're a sports guy. I didn't even know that was going on.
100 days it lasted.
Oh, man.
Second longest lockout in baseball history.
How come that's not even in the news today? That it's over, or at least on
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you follow sports, it is.
Yeah, if you're going to sports pages and stuff, it's probably a big deal. All right. So I'm not dissing on your baseball, really. Although Alan did yesterday.
That's okay. Alan's old.
Oh, ow. You hear that, Alan? You're old. He just might show up because the door's open, so I'd look out if I was you. All right, let's see. Raising money for Stevens County cancer patients. Got a note in from Darla today from the Valley Warriors Against Cancer. This is going on May 27th. She's given us some real long headway on this one. She says she needs musicians to play during the day and for Friday night, though, so that's why they're giving us some notice. If you're interested in playing, helping out the Valley Warriors Against Cancer and this fundraiser, call Darla at 937-4451. 937-4451. Daylight savings happening, is that like between Saturday night and Sunday, right?
I believe so.
Now, you said you weren't aware, Michelle, that there were some places that didn't observe that.
Right, yeah. So I didn't know that was an option. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought that was kind of like an across-the-board kind of thing, but apparently Phoenix is one of the cities that does not observe.
Isn't it the whole state of Arizona?
Possibly. One of our news stories has a thing about Phoenix, so I just brushed over that briefly and was a little bit surprised.
All right. Well, I have the real history of daylight savings time, if anyone cares. It says many Americans think Benjamin Franklin invented it, but it's not exactly true. Franklin did pen an essay suggesting Parisians should maximize their use of daylight hours in 1784, but it was satirical in nature and partially meant to poke fun at the French. Basically explained how they could save a ton of money on candles if everybody just woke up earlier and utilized the daylight more. Saving money on candles.
I think he actually ran an estimate of how many candles they would save, which was supposed to be the funny part.
That's fantastic.
Have candles ever been an issue in anyone's life? No?
No.
Just not finding them when I need them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those rare power outages when you realize your batteries in your flashlight are dead and you don't have a candle. All right. Franklin actually didn't mention anything about adjusting time itself. It was actually two Britons, scientist George Vernon Hudson and builder William Willett, who almost simultaneously came up with the idea. Hudson presented a paper to the Wellington Philosophical Society in 1895 suggesting a 2-hour time shift forward in October and a 2-hour shift back in March. That would be too much.
Yeah.
Because it already kind of throws you off. Now, it doesn't to me in the fall when you get to fall back, because I like that extra hour of sleep.
Right.
But this weekend, we're getting robbed.
Yeah, I'm not sad about it.
You're not?
No, because I'm 3,200 feet up, so when the sun, I wake up in the morning and it's dark for an hour and a half before I can even do anything outside. So
yeah,
I'm okay with it.
And the farmers, I think they like it probably too. Let's see, they killed the idea, but it didn't really catch on. Then 10 years later, Willett came up with a different take on the idea that was meant to increase the enjoyment, I should say, of having more daylight hours. That's kind of like what you're saying. Mm-hmm. He proposed setting the clocks ahead 20 minutes each Sunday in April, then reversing the process on Sundays in September. It didn't take hold either, but we finally ended up where we are, and it's all because of British people.
Oh, man.
So if you're a hater, you've got more reasons to hate now. I'm so sorry.
Don't feed the beast.
I can think of one person in particular that's a friend of ours that does not like daylight savings time.
Go ahead, throw him under the bus. First name?
Oh, Angelique.
Don't get her started. Wow.
Anytime daylight savings comes up, whether it's good or bad, it's you get the full rundown about how it's the worst thing ever.
We had a hour and a half conversation the other day. She never mentioned it. I must have got lucky on that one. All right. I hope she's listening this morning. We're both in trouble, buddy. All right, Phillip, are you on your game? Are you already at Bits and Breaks this morning?
Yeah.
All right. So what's the first Bits and Breaks question to throw out this morning?
Do you mean the social media topic?
Yeah.
Socks on or off when you're sleeping?
Socks on or off. All right. What is it, Phillip?
I mean, there's only one answer, and it's off.
Yeah, I'd feel like I was suffocating if I kept my socks on. All right. Although sometimes I do keep my boots on.
While you're sleeping?
Yeah.
You gotta be ready to run out the door.
Yeah. I'm just trying to picture myself in a pair of cowboy boots, and I can't. All right, there we go. Happy birthday, Girl Scouts. Well, you're the girl in the room, Michelle. Tell us about the Girl Scouts.
Girl Scouts are celebrating 110 years of its existence. That's impressive.
All
Good
right.
job, Girl
110
Scouts.
years.
Let's see.
That's one whole Girl Scout.
Oh, yeah, she beat Betty White.
How many patches does she have?
Right. So Juliette Lowe founded Girl Scouts on March 12th, 1912 in Savannah, Georgia. Back then they were called the Girl Guides. They started with 2 troops of 18 members. The Campfire Girls, which is kind of cool. I used to have several of their books. Was now just Campfire. Was founded in 1910, 2 years prior to the Girl Scouts, by some of the creators of the Boy Scouts of America.
So they've updated their name just to
Right,
be gender neutral to just Campfire?
Right, I suppose.
Campfire people.
Yeah. All right, Phillip here to explain his worst job interviews.
Yes. Mine? Oh, no. Let's see. Oh, some of the... Wait, what are they? Twitter users share their worst job interviews. So, one of them, I was 2 weeks out of college and doing a landline phone interview. Sounds like a bad way to start.
Mm-hmm.
At my parents' house where I was living. 5 minutes in, my mom picked up, started dialing. Thought I was joking when I said I was doing an interview and started guessing which friend I was on the phone with.
Oh, Mom.
Bow, bow, bow.
You know,
I remember that from, like, I don't know. Most people, when I was growing up, we had the landline, and you'd be on the phone lots of times. Somebody would pick up, and you'd hear beep, boop, beep, 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 and you're like, I'm on the phone.
quit dialing. Well, the worst one was I had a friend who really liked to sleep, but his mom would like take any chance she had to wake him up.
Mm-hmm.
And I call and she goes, no, I'll get him up. And she starts screaming at him down in the basement. And then he picks up the phone. He's like, hello. And I start imitating his mom screaming at him.
Oh, no.
And it was more like a chihuahua. So I'm going, Mark, 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 Mark. And then she goes, Scott, I'm still on the phone.
Busted.
Oh, man. Yeah, talk about embarrassing.
Good stuff.
Oops. She still kind of liked me, I think. Maybe a little.
It occurs to me now that that we're now probably maybe for a while now, or to a point where people have no idea. This happens sometimes at the mountain. There's a courtesy phone that's a landline. And I'll have younger customers come in sometimes, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, you can use the courtesy phone. It's right over there. And I'll walk over and then come back a few minutes later and say, can you show me how to do it?
What?
Because they have never used a landline before.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just scary, Phillip.
So, I mean...
Has it got a rotary dial on it or something, or they just don't get the keypad?
No, it just has the keypad, but it's like one of the old ones that sits like on top of the cradle.
Ah.
All right. So it's not anything. Do they have to do anything like in the old days where you'd have to dial 9 to get out, like at a motel or something like that?
I don't think on that. No, on that phone, I don't think that you do.
All right.
You just dial. It's local numbers only, but.
The moving buttons must confuse them.
All right. Keep going with your bit.
Doing a PhD interview, I memorized all of my answers ahead of time, practiced for months, and at the first question, do you go by Matt or Matthew? I stuttered for 1 minute as my brain searched through all the question and then said, math is fine.
All right.
I brought my own water bottle and was told that it made me appear unprofessional.
Okay.
Ouch.
That's weird.
Right.
Well, maybe it's one of those ones that's like holds like a half gallon or something like that. Because those look ridiculous.
Or just like, have you ever seen somebody carrying around just a gallon jug of water?
Oh my goodness.
I knew a guy who used to carry around a half gallon jug of like a wine bottle, but he'd have water in it. At least that's what he liked to say, that it had water in it. All right. We just got dissed by I just got dissed by Brandon Hansen, who says I need to follow sports. like there's something wrong with me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brandon's with me though. He loves the sports.
He's
too.
all over it. Yeah. He used to even do a little sports show here at the radio station. But then
I know.
Then he left us.
Yeah. That's unforgivable.
All right.
All right. Interviewing for a kindergarten teacher position, and instead of saying I tweak instruction to fit my students, I said twerk for my students, and still got the job.
That's frightening.
And then he turned around to the interviewer and said, "Watch."
Oh no. Scarred for life.
Yes. Coming up during the break, I'll be twerking on camera.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for the warning.
3 whole minutes.
3 whole minutes. I would probably have an asthma attack if I tried to twerk that long.
You and me both.
All right. All right. I think she's just joined me for twerking.
No.
I think that's what she said.
Nope.
All right. About 8:10, folks. All right. All right, Phillip, keep going. I'll try to shut up.
Interviewed at a finance firm when I was around 23. Interviewer said, "It's kind of a boys' club here. Are you like sensitive if people make like jokes and comments that are maybe sort of sexist towards you?" The guy basically asked if it's okay if they sexually harass me.
Wow.
Man,
I think that's a negative Ghost Rider.
just coming right out and saying it.
Wow. You know, would it be wrong if I said yes? I'm good with that.
I wonder if that's like, I don't know, you get up and leave at that point, but imagine it, you really need the job. Hopefully you're not ever in a position where you have to accept something like that. The woman who I'd been working for asked me if I'm a disappointment to my family. Ouch.
Only on the days that end with Y.
Are you a disappointment to your family?
And then lastly, was asked, "What do you think the meaning of life is?" and laughed, thinking that they could not be serious. And the woman sat straight-faced waiting for my response. I was 16, and it was a job at the Hallmark store in the mall.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a tough last question.
Yes.
42.
And how do you answer that, you know?
Have you ever had an interview where the questions or the person that was doing the interview was more uncomfortable than you were?
Yes.
Like they were new to interviewing?
Yes, and that's awesome because you can like rule your own interview.
Yeah, it's great.
And then you just kind of sit there and go, "Yep, I'm going to have your job."
The ones that make me nervous are the panel interviews where you get like you interviewed by like 3 or 4 people at the same time. And you're just like, okay. It's almost like you're it's like one of the judges of The Voice. Like, which one of you is the mean one?
Yeah.
You know?
I had that happen to me. I got interviewed by a board of directors. And the bad thing about that is so if they all don't agree and you get the job anyway, the person that didn't want you hired, as I learned the hard way, will have it out to get you the entire time. Yeah, so that's a bad one.
That's fun. That's wonderful.
Speaking of fun, I worked on a poem all night long.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like for like at least 8 hours I worked on this poem. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
This is radio. We talk here. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yes, let's hear it.
Oh, St. Patrick's Day is almost here. I've got a shirt that's green as a leaf, except for a spot in the front where I dribbled while eating corned beef.
Oh, my Lanta.
It's as good as it gets. All right. How about amazing facts that will blow your mind? First up, termites eat wood twice as fast when they listen to rock music.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to see that in action.
Huh. I wonder if it's because they're all agitated or because they're just having fun. Average cloud weighs over 1 million pounds.
No way.
Why don't they sink?
No way.
Because they're so fluffy.
Is it from all the water?
I'm guessing moisture, whatever creates them. But, you know, they might look small up there, but in actuality, they're really big. But if they weighed 1 million pounds, how would they float?
I don't know.
This is
Who does the math on that type of thing?
I don't know.
Right?
What kind of scale?
Right? Yeah. How do you got one down on a scale? Like,
I didn't know we lived on the Avatar world.
Wouldn't that be cool?
All right. Venus rotates so slowly, you could watch the sunset set forever just by walking.
Whoa.
All right.
Just walking across the planet.
I don't know if I can say the next one straight-faced. Some sea turtles can breathe underwater through their butt.
That's fantastic.
Strange thing about that, so can I.
Oh.
I wonder why only some.
Only
Right.
Well, you don't want to be caught doing it. All right. American bald eagle once flew all the way to Ireland, and he was so tired that he had to be returned via airplane.
So
I saw an American eagle on the side of the highway the other day.
Alive, I hope.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just waiting for the. I was waiting for the punt.
They're always still surprising. Like when I see them, it's like stop and what you're doing. Look.
They look so angry. You know, if you ever get really close to one. So, have you checked out that show Peacekeeper yet, or is it Peacemaker? On it's HBO Max.
No, it's in my list. I just haven't watched it
All
yet.
right, because his sidekick, where most superheroes have, a sidekick that's a person, his sidekick is an American eagle named Eagly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Eagly?
Yeah. He's dumb. He's a dumb superhero, and that's kind of the gist of the show. But yeah, it's Eagly, and Eagly's pretty cool. He will fly down and actually take people out for him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty
I need
impressive.
a pet bird like that.
Yeah. It's like lost your eye,
Of course,
did you?
I'm small enough. Maybe you could just like lift me up and I could.
Oh, he could transport you around like a drone. Oh, yeah. Or you could just get a drone. All right. By the way, if it wasn't horrible enough, mosquitoes pee on you when they're sucking your blood.
Oh, great. Now we know what the itching is.
Yeah, that's what brings on the more mosquitoes probably, too.
Ew.
All right.
Ew.
Jerks.
Hummingbirds' metabolism rate is so high that they will starve to death in 2 hours if they don't feed.
Wow.
Oh, totally believe it.
Maybe it's like all that sugar they're getting.
Right.
We get so many hummingbirds at our house. Well, we feed them, so that's probably why. But the same ones come back every year, and man, it's just like a constant feeding frenzy. Just at the little feeder, they'll be there, and they just kind of take turns, and then they do these little aerial fights at who can be at the feeder at one time.
So what do they tell their friends? I wonder how they all find it like that.
I don't know. It's crazy because you can tell like as soon as it starts to get warm consistently, they start coming back, and then it's like a couple families, I guess.
All right. That's cool. And I noticed that too before places I lived where you had hummingbird feeders. It appears the same ones do come back each year. So I wonder how long they live.
I don't know.
I think you'd have a short lifespan if you were constantly running.
Yeah.
All right. Canadians eat more mac and cheese than any other nationality. Had no idea.
It's hard to believe that it's not America.
It is.
I feel like I must be part Canadian.
I decided I was going to get something. Want to say that again? I missed your joke.
I said I think I must be part Canadian.
Because I love me some mac and cheese.
Oh man.
I bought a cheat last night, and it's Cracker Barrel mac and cheese, which I didn't know they were making.
Oh, good.
Is it? They have Havarti mac and cheese. I was like, oh.
They have these ones that you put in this little thing, and then you bake it, and you put like this breadcrumb stuff on top. Oh. Yeah, there's so many different kinds of mac and cheese. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've got a problem, I think.
You know, one of my favorite was, and because of the limited shelf space, I'm guessing they pulled it. If I went to another Safeway, I could still get it. Was the Safeway brand mac and cheese with bacon in it? Oh, it's like to die for, too. All right, Phillip, what's your favorite mac and cheese?
I mean, Shapes for sure. Shapes.
Oh, yeah. They hold the cheese better.
See? Yeah, she knows what I'm talking about. Otherwise, the Kraft 3 cheese is pretty good if you're in a pinch.
All right, but you prefer mac and cheese that has wheels in it and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or like cartoon characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I think you're up, Michelle. Just a penny per pound.
Penny per pound.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
I was looking through some old newspaper articles online, and this headline caught my attention. Escorts at MIT dance Wait, pay 1 cent a pound on girls' tax on hair?
Okay. We'll need to figure this out. Keep
Yeah,
going.
that's a puzzle. It seems every male student that brought a girl to the December 17th, 1932 dorm dance had to pay an admission fee based on his date's weight.
Ooh,
that's
bad.
dicey.
Oh.
In addition, there was an added tax on the girl's hair color. This is triggering people everywhere, I feel like.
I bet.
Brunettes were an added dime, blondes 15 cents, and the rare redhead was 20 cents. At the end of the night, the students were able to raise a whopping $26.42, excluding the hair color tax. That translates to 2,642 pounds of pure woman. Woo woo. The redheads proved to be the lightweights at an average of just 116 pounds per gal. The blondes came in second place with an average of 117 pounds, and the brunettes were the heavyweights with a mean of 120. The lowest cost paid was $1, even for a brunette that weighed in at just 90 pounds. The woman who cost the most that evening, one particular blonde cost her male companion a whopping $188. I bet he didn't complain.
I have some jokes in my head, but I think I should probably keep them to myself.
Right? That's... times have changed.
I couldn't say she was a really big woman.
Well, it's not real... It depends on how tall she is.
All right. We'll have to do the math to figure out what $1.88 equals in pounds.
That would be about 180 pounds.
Oh, well, that's not bad at all.
No.
Wow. Well, you know what that'd be like today because Americans have gotten bigger, including
like
myself.
I said, it depends on how tall she is.
All right. Then something Phillip will never need to do is diet, so we're going to let Phillip do diet tips because he'd never have to.
Yeah. Let's see. If no one sees you eat it, it has no calories.
True.
That's totally true. If you diet or drink a diet soda with a candy bar, they cancel each other out. Much like getting anything on a fast food menu and then getting an extra large Diet Coke cancels it out. Let's see. When eating with someone else, calories don't count if you both eat the same amount. Foods used for medicinal purposes have no calories. These include any chocolate used for energy, brandy, cheesecake, or ice cream.
Okay. Thank goodness.
All right.
Let's see. Cookie pieces contain no calories because breakage causes the calories to leak out.
That's my favorite one.
If you eat food from someone else's plate, the calories don't count.
Because they belong to them, right?
That's right. Those are your calories.
Yeah.
They've already been counted.
And then movie-related snacks are much lower in calories because they are part of the entertainment.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Woo. Woo. All right. That cookie thing, though, Michelle?
That's my favorite.
It's not true.
Put that cookie down! No!
I'm like sitting here envisioning a bright future of just breaking my cookies in half before I eat them.
This is not a problem.
My thunder.
All right. Word Spy. First one. This is from a website that tracks new words. A bagpacker. Bagpacker. And this is B-E-G, not like bag, so like a begging, I guess. But it's a backpacker who finances their food, lodging, or transportation expenses by asking for handouts. A bagpacker.
Whoa.
I hate those guys. I do. What's funny is I had a buddy in Spokane. I said, why did you stay way out here? He's at this motel I didn't even know existed in an industrial park. And I said, why did you stay out here at this motel way out nowhere? He goes, because I didn't want to get panhandled. And just then we got panhandled. Out in the middle, it was like, how did he even get here?
They can smell you.
I smell cologne. That smells like money. All right. Fail-son, an adult son who is under or unemployed and lives with his parents. Fail-son.
Fail-son.
It's kind of back to that thing you had from the job interview. Are you a disappointment to your family? All right, fail-son, particularly one who has no goal other than to spend the day playing video games and watching Netflix. Fail-son.
There's like a whole generation of those these days.
Yes. And we experienced this during COVID, death-iversary, the anniversary of the demise of a person or an entity such as a business or service.
Oh.
Death-iversary. That's horrible.
Yeah. Sad days.
All right. So, bozo explosion.
Oh, I got to know this one. This is going to be fun.
It's happening right now, right here. A large number of inept employees that a company ends up with when it hires an incompetent executive, who it turns out hires incompetent managers who then hire incompetent workers. Oh.
Here we come to wreck the day.
Hey, bozo explosion.
What's he talking about?
Oh, you're so sly, Phillip. Toilet side. Relating to something positioned beside or within reach of a toilet. It's toilet side, like your phone. You're not supposed to do that.
There's no, like, port side to the toilet.
Port side is like
the toilet papers and the
Where you put the newspaper?
Starboard.
Yeah.
All right, Primnesia. When you order so much Amazon Prime that you don't know what's in the box. Happens to me all the time. I guess it should have been pronounced Primnesia. All right. And I've done that before. It's like, oh, what did I order? Oh, this is exciting. It's like Christmas. I don't remember. And then you're like, oh, socks. I wish I would have got something good this year. All right. I think it's time for trivia. You guys going to be able to handle this?
Maybe.
All right. I can't find the sound effect. Oh, there we go.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
That's right. It's boy versus girl.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Immediately. And for the first time here, we're going to find out who's smarter, boys or girls.
Oh, great.
Oh, you know you're representing all of womanhood, right?
Oh, no pressure.
No pressure whatsoever. Yeah. All right, first up, first trivia question. No cheating. 44% of us say we never lost this. 44% of us say we've never lost one of these. It's pretty huge. So, like, almost half of us have never lost this. I lose it all the time.
Your
temper?
Yes.
Your cat.
No, I have lost my cat a couple times, but yeah.
Your car keys.
You're on the right path, I'd say.
Your car?
Not yeah, that's kind of scary.
House keys?
That's what he just said. I think was keys. Yeah. Or you say car keys?
Yeah. Your wallet.
No. 44% of us have never lost this. It's in your house. I don't want to tell you the room because that'll give it away. Just that hint kind of gives it away.
Your remote.
Yes, there you go. TV remote. I lose it all the time. How can 44% of people say they never lose their TV?
They Velcro it to the wall?
I have no idea. That's crazy.
I do Velcro mine.
Oh, wow.
It's not to the wall, but totally do that.
I'll admit that I Velcro everything. And Michelle will find out because when she starts going around, she's going to go, oh, I thought that was probably screwed on, but it's just Velcro. Like that. It's Velcroed.
Hey,
everything's Velcroed.
I watched as we were doing some things in here this last weekend, and it's very effective.
Yeah. I like it because you don't have to drill holes.
Right. I like it, too, for that same reason.
And then if you change something, it's not ruined. You just got a little goo on it.
Yeah.
All right. 40% of us have never visited what? 40% of us have never visited what?
A museum?
Ooh, that's a good one, but no.
Another country?
No. This would be something, I hate giving away too good of hints. This would be something related to health. 40. 40% of us.
Mine was going to be the library, but that's not it.
40% of us have never visited what? And it's not a hospital.
Ooh.
Optometrist?
No. What other kind of healthcare professionals are there, you guys?
Dentist?
There you go. I want to be a dentist. All right, 40% of us never visited the dentist.
Wow, so 40% of people have never had a toothache?
Well, it's usually, I would say it's pretty easy to spot that 40%.
Darn, because I was like, I wish I would have been part of that 40%, but now you said that, I'm thinking, well, maybe I
No, you don't want to. I'm thinking they got some kind of tooth problem. In a survey of adults, 80% believe kids today are what?
Reckless.
Tide Pods, all that stuff, yeah. No, that's not it. Not reckless.
Not smart.
Not smart. Yeah, you hear the old people, those kids today. But I'm sorry, those kids could out-operate you in circles today. You probably even a 3-year-old's better on a smartphone than you are. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
80% believe kids today are what? All right. This is like painful.
Too young, too old. Too
spoiled, guys.
Oh, yeah.
This is spoiled. Spoiled. You guys were overthinking it.
Yeah, you're right.
Or, as we talked about earlier, we could have been underthinking it because we've had a, what kind of explosion?
What was a bozo explosion?
See, we're so dumb we can't even remember what kind of explosion it was. It was the, bozo explosion. Here at the radio station.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see. I had to give that one away. Roughly half of these space missions have failed. Roughly.
Apollo?
No.
NASA?
No.
SpaceX?
No. But that's a good guess. Roughly half of these space missions have failed.
Is it a destination?
Yes, it is a destination.
Mars?
It is. She stole it from you with Mars. All right. Good
it's okay.
Job. All right. All right. So far, it looks like the ladies are leading. Wow.
It's because I have multiple personalities.
I'm sorry I pretended like that amazed me. I knew it would happen. All right. Spy the lie. I'm going to give you 3 of them, and one of them's a lie. All right?
Okay.
Could you see that on my screen?
No, I
because
wasn't
unfortunately
looking.
They put a big thing up to show which one was the lie.
I wasn't looking.
Yawning is contagious because we yawn to equalize the pressure on our eardrums, and when we do, this changes the pressure outside our eardrums in turn, changes the pressure on other people's eardrums. All right? Next one. Navel lint primarily consists of stray fibers from one's clothing mixed with some dead skin cells and strands of body hair. Or people generally read 25% slower from a computer screen compared to paper. Which one is true?
Which one is true?
I mean, which one's the lie?
The first one.
That was like way too easy, isn't it? I don't know, though. What I want to know why it is contagious, though, because I heard on TV one time that you could make your pet yawn, and I did it. I made the cat yawn.
It's some sort of psychological sympathizing thing.
Maybe you have strange brain powers over animals that you're unaware of.
All right, since Michelle is in the lead, this one's just for her.
Oh, great.
This is one of the toughest things you ever have to do in trivia. All right? It's called Answer Wrong and Win.
Oh.
We want a wrong answer, but you're just to give you some warning, the urge you're going to have is to give the correct answer, right, Phillip?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
March Madness is a name to use to describe what sport's big tournament?
Spaghetti ball.
Spaghetti ball. Huh, I've never heard of that one, but cool. Sounds fun. Sounds messy. What are you doing this weekend? Phillip, you want to go out and play some spaghetti ball?
Sure do.
Are you cooking?
Yeah.
Okay. How many movies has Tom Hanks made?
42.
42. That could actually be a right answer, you know.
All right. Too many.
Answer.
Correct answer. We're going to give Phillip some points on that one. Too many. You're so sly, Phillip. What animal makes a hoo-hoo sound?
Giraffes.
And name something every man has in his wallet.
You almost got me on that Money. I'm just kidding.
Okay, that could qualify as answering wrong and winning. Or you could use spaghetti again.
Yeah.
All right. Name a sport played on grass.
I already used spaghetti balls, so. Bread sticking.
All right, we're going to call that one a wash, but I've got more, okay? All right, bear with me here. The average one of these is composed of about 59% nitrogen, 21% hydrogen, 9% carbon dioxide, 7% methane, and 4% oxygen. What is it?
Cow breath.
Yeah, oh, you're kind of warm.
Burp?
You're warmer.
Oh, man.
The silence is deafening here.
Yeah.
Are we still answering wrong?
No, we're answering right now.
Okay, then not cow breath, but the other thing.
Like a cow.
Farts.
Toot? Are you? You can say fart on the radio. It's okay. It's a natural bodily function. And what did you say?
I said cow farts.
Oh, I can't believe you said fart on the radio. Wow.
Unbelievable.
It is not cow farts.
Can't win for losing.
I know. That's the goal. It is not cow farts.
Then is it close?
Right? And burps were close. Cow breath was close.
You guys you're making these way too difficult. Way too difficult.
Breathing?
It's actually let's see. Actually, 1% of this is made up of odorous gases.
Still sounds like farts to me.
Okay, and I'm going to give you that. But it is not a cow fart.
So it isn't.
It was a human fart. You guys you just totally. I mean, that's not the cow fart. Is not the correct. It was a human fart. All right, Phillip, are you playing?
Me.
You said it was close.
All right.
So.
All right. Hey! Don't pick on the host, the guy that's asking the questions. Okay, ultimate power, right? Right? Oh, come on, huh?
Fart in your general direction.
That's a good setup. All right. Worldwide, most people do this about every 6.2 weeks.
6.2 weeks.
6.2 weeks. It'd be funny to actually meet somebody that was scared to have this done.
Get their haircut?
Yes, haircut. All right.
Oh.
Powerful deduction abilities there. When straightened, an average one of these is 44 inches long. You'll never get this unless I give you a really good hint.
44.
When straightened, an average one of these is 44 inches long. You can probably find one in your bedroom. Straightened.
Oh.
Not strained. Straightened.
Bed spring?
No. Nothing to do with the bed or the mattress. But it is metal.
Metal.
He's looking around his room. He's cheating.
Right.
He's cheating. You can see him looking around his room.
I was thinking of I don't know, the thing you hang your clothes on in your closet.
Yes, coat hanger. That's it. All right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
They don't even hardly make those out of metal anymore.
Is that your first win? I lost track.
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
76% of women did this today, but only 46% of men did.
Put on makeup.
Wash their hair.
Nope. It is something you would probably do in the morning before you left the house.
Brush their teeth.
Nope.
Wash their hands.
Nope.
Go to the bathroom.
Nope. Happens in the bedroom.
Change their skivvies.
76% of women did this today, but only 46% of men did. I never do it. It's like a pointless act.
Make your bed?
Yes, thank you. Pointless act. Like folding towels. Nope, they just get stuffed in a drawer. Why would you fold something you're just going to take out and get wet? Okay, anybody want to try explaining that?
They fit better in the drawer.
Oh, nonsense. Yeah. Get a bigger drawer.
I'm with Michelle.
I have a tiny house.
Which would you sooner have, a bigger drawer or square bath towels?
Why does that? I mean, I guess my thing is why do you need 50 towels?
Exactly. See. I should fit in a door just fine. Of course, you got kids, so you need lots of towels.
I don't fold my towels either. Well, I fold them in half and then I roll them up.
Oh well, that's still you're still dealing with them.
So we do.
Right.
You're still losing it. You're still using lifetime.
Unless I make my kids do it.
To fold towels, and I refuse to use any life minutes folding towels, or sheets or anything like that.
What about your socks?
Yeah, no, I will my socks because I hate digging for ones that match. So, in 1993 there were 600. By 1995 there were 100,000. Today there are 644 million. Think about the year it started. 1993, 600. 95, 100,000. And now 644 million.
Computers.
No. Websites is right. Phillip sneaks in. All right. Should we give him one more, just kind of like a chance to maybe catch up?
Yes.
All right. The average person's weighs, the average person's what weighs 29 pounds?
Head.
No, if you don't remember from the movie, average human head weighs 8 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thigh?
It's not a thigh.
Internal organs.
No, sir. I'll give you a hint. You couldn't move without it.
Spine?
Feet.
You were kind of warm.
Nervous system?
No, you guys are covering almost everything.
Muscles? Ligaments?
Bones.
Tendons?
What'd you say, Phillip?
Bones.
Oh.
All right.
Skeleton. All right, I'd say you guys are definitely tied right now. So I'm searching for one more. 15,500 of these in the U.S. are classified as high hazard. Wow, this is a tough one. 15,500 of these in the U.S. are classified as high hazard.
Jobs?
Roads.
It's something that if it fails, it will kill people. That's why it's considered high hazard. Ooh, there's some warmness there.
Infrastructure.
Got to be more specific than
buildings?
Infrastructure. Got to be more specific. So it's these are classified high hazard because if it failed, it would kill people.
Oh, my Lanta.
Elevators.
I was going to say that, too.
No, it's not something like that. It's way bigger. Way bigger.
Is it something that you use in your car?
No.
It's like buildings or...
It's not.
Stairs?
Stairs. If they fail, they will kill people. I think it'd probably just maim them. Something big. They're huge. They're outdoors. They're
airplanes?
Considered high hazard. If they fail, it's going to kill people. They do not fly. They're on the ground.
Oh man. I don't know.
I said over easy.
All right, you know what? I'm going to give you the answer. I was looking for dam.
Oh.
They're not.
I didn't know there was that many.
Well, it doesn't say how many. They're just. I guess 15,500. There is a lotot of them, isn't there?
I didn't realize there was that many of those.
Wow.
I was thinking bridges or buildings because there's a lot of those.
Wow. You guys, you realize what you did though? You tied.
Woohoo!
All right.
I like that.
So there is no difference between men and women. Really, there's no difference. They're just as smart.
There we go.
Knock it off, guys. Knock it off. All right. No losers here, just winners. And if you stay with us, we hope you will be one too. When we come back, local birthdays through the weekend. We always have the odd news and nuggets, and a little bit more. Stay right here on Northern Lights Public Radio.
Vouchers? We ain't got no vouchers. We don't need no vouchers. I don't have to show you any stinking vouchers.
I find you unacceptable.
A real woman could stop you from drinking.
It has to be a real big woman.
I love it.
102.7 FM, KCHW. Chowila.
Welcome to 2022 Talks, where we're following our democracy in historic times.
Safety for civilians in Ukraine is not a problem for Russian, because we're not bombarding them, but rather Ukrainian radicals and neo-Nazis who are holding hostage whole towns and cities and are making use of citizens as a human shield.
On day 12 of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Russia's UN ambassador denied its troops are preventing civilians from fleeing the violence. With reports of at least 400 civilian deaths, UN Security Council members called for a ceasefire and additional humanitarian corridors. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby says 500 additional U.S. military support personnel are headed to the region.
We are not and will not send forces into Ukraine. So these additional personnel will be going to NATO's eastern flanks.
In a new poll, 82% of Ukrainians believe the country can repeal Russia's attacks. 63% of respondents believe the country's armed forces are behind the nation's strength, while 58% said military support from the West would be key to victory. Democratic Senator Dick Durbin is among lawmakers from both sides of the aisle, calling for a ban on Russian oil imports to further tighten economic pressure.
How can we possibly be importing Russian oil and gas, giving the profits of those transactions to Vladimir Putin to pay for his war machine?
There are concerns such a ban would send gas prices, now averaging $4.10 a gallon, even higher. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris made the case for the transition to green energy.
We are all in the midst of a turning point. We have the technology to transition to a zero-emission fleet. Our administration, together, all of us, is working to make that possibility a reality.
The White House is awarding more than $2 billion in COVID relief funding to help struggling transit agencies and another $1.5 billion for the purchase of low or no emission buses. The U.S. Supreme Court denied requests from Pennsylvania and North Carolina Republicans who wanted lower court rulings over GOP-drawn voting maps thrown out. The challengers argued state legislatures should have precedence over state courts to determine the process for federal elections. Hundreds of truckers who want the national emergency declaration for COVID canceled circled the Capitol Beltway for a second day but did not cause any major disruptions. Brian Brossi with the People's Convoy urged the group to stay out of the city.
I have to worry about the safety of each and every single one of you, and I don't want that on my conscience that I brought people down there and bad stuff happened.
And a D.C. magistrate judge cautioned the Justice Department it might be trampling on the rights of January 6 defendants. The comments came during the trial of a Texas man who the judge said had languished in custody for 6 weeks due to the massive scope of the federal investigation. More than 750 people have been charged. I'm Mary Sherman for Pacifica Network and Public News Service. Find our 8 Trust indicators to support transparency and accuracy at publicnewsservice.org.
For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, this is the news from rural America. When the pandemic hit, rural hospitals already on the brink of closing were spared by an infusion of government money. The funding was a buffer, but Medicare reimbursements will likely be reduced this summer, according to Michael Topchik with Chartis Center for Rural Health.
A decrease in reimbursement from Medicare across the board would be catastrophic to rural hospitals.
Topchik says significant hospital closures may be avoided this year, but nursing shortages increase the risk for 2023. Rural hospital budgets feel the pinch when forced to hire traveling nurses who make as much as $120 an hour.
Right now, the free market is making a run on nursing. Nurses are not a commodity, but they are being commoditized.
Topchik's group reports that 130 rural hospitals have closed since 2010. Maine made history as hosting the most expensive ballot measure ever at $71 million, a campaign that combines rural politics, the green transition, and the influence of entrenched oil and gas interests. Xander Brown has more.
The decarbonization effort that would have sent hydropower from Quebec to Massachusetts by way of Maine saw a defeat at the ballot box in November 2021, but has caused an unlikely alliance between environmental advocates and natural gas corporations.
Natural gas companies, which have been expanding further into New England over the past 5-10 years, really sought to benefit from this campaign and that hydropower would lose out.
Maine public health policy researcher Eric Miller says the 50 miles of transmission lines by Central Maine Power promise more renewable energy for the New England energy grid to help reduce fossil fuel reliance. but many Mainers thought it posed too much disruption to outdoor recreation and hunting.
It's really important to engage every stakeholder.
I'm Xander Brown.
Another environmental conflict is playing out near California's Death Valley. For decades, conservationists have requested updates to the 1872 mining law that controls extractions. The Biden administration says a review is now underway. Caleb Brown is with Friends of the Inyo.
In 1872, mining was very different than what it is today. They weren't industrial scale, heavy machinery, large open pit like they are now.
Meanwhile, Mojave Precious Metals wants to drill for gold on tribal ancestral lands and restore some roads to a mostly roadless landscape. Friends of the Inyo opposes the gold mining operation. They cite air pollution, damage to Native American cultural sites, and disruption of deer migration, among many reasons. The daylight savings time holdout states, Hawaii and Arizona, won't notice. The rest of the U.S. faces darker mornings, but more of twilight's last gleaming until November 6th. For the Yonder Report and Public News Service, I'm Roz Brown. For more rural stories, visit dailyyonder.com.
You're listening to KCHW 102.7, Northern Lights Public Radio.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock tires, provide collision repairs, including glass, and they have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. And we're back. It's KCHW 102.7. You got Scott, Phillip, and Michelle, 8:32 this morning. Thanks for being along with us. Taking a look at the Chewelah Independent, wanted to go through a few things that are happening this weekend. Veterans Bowl free on the second Friday of each month from 12 to 2. That's today. You can contact the Chewelah Bowling Alley for more information, 935-8338. Let's see. Honk Jr. at the Valley School. It's a play. Please be seated by 5:50 p.m. this evening. Then on Saturday, General Federation of Women's Clubs in Springdale at 9 a.m. at the Springdale Community Center. Camas Valley Grange meeting in Springdale at, boy, I'm having a hard time reading that one. It's kind of crinkled. 5:30. Let's see. There's Ever After, a Cinderella Story at the Newport Roxy Theater. Doors open at 11. Movie starts at 11:30. And Sunday, you get to watch the kids in the park beat each other with foam swords. It's Amp Guard. Let's see. That fun starts at noon. You ever do that, Phillip?
Oh, not yet.
Not yet? You want to? I think we should get some foam swords.
I mean, I think it would be pretty fun.
I think so.
I've done it.
You've done it?
It's a lot of fun. Oh. Actually, long time ago, before I moved over to this side of the mountains, there was a big group of people over in Seattle that used to do it, and we actually made all of our own foam swords with the PVC pipe and the pipe insulation, and you tape them all up and make them look all cool, and it was a lot of fun. It's like a live-action D&D kind of thing.
Did you have a special name?
No. No, but that's a good idea.
Huh. You guys know who I'd be?
No.
Little Thor.
Yeah.
The littlest Thor. All right, let's do birthdays for Friday. First one up, Lance Manis having a birthday. Corey Stolp. Donna Gregerson, anniversary today for Phil Lopez and Colleen Sparks. Tomorrow, Gary Henches, Cedar George, and no birthdays on Sunday. And Monday is an anniversary for our friends, one of our board members, Mr. Lynn Husby and his wife Debbie, having an anniversary on Monday.
Congratulations.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's go to Phillip for celebrity birthdays.
Let's see. For Friday, we've got Sam Donaldson is 88. Mark Metcalf is 76. Bobby McFerrin is 72. Terrence Howard is 53. Johnny Knoxville is 51. And Thora Birch is 40.
Okay.
Going into Saturday. Sorry, I scrolled too fast on my mouse. We've got Barbara Feldon is 89. Mitt Romney is 75. Liza Minnelli is 76. James Teller is 74. Aaron Eckhart is 54. And then on Sunday, we've got William H. Macy is 72. Adam Clayton is 62. Danny Masterson is 46, and Amelie Hirsch is 37.
All right. Thank you. I'm going to mix things up a little bit. I'm going to sneak in and do history and give you the fun, goofy holidays, Michelle.
All right.
All right. Going through the weekend for history. Start off today. 1897, meteorite entered the Earth's atmosphere and exploded over New Martinsville, West Virginia. The debris caused damage, but no human injuries were reported. That'd be quite the sight. All right. Let's see. Janet Reno, 1993, confirmed to the United States Senate and sworn in the next day, becoming the first female Attorney General of the United States. On to 1997, former Beatle Paul McCartney was knighted.
Woohoo!
Does that mean he gets a sword from, like, the government?
Right.
Oh. 2002, 2 columns of light soared skyward from Ground Zero in New York as a temporary memorial to the victims of the September 11th attacks. Let's see. 2005, 38-year-old truck driver in Japan arrested for allegedly making more than 10,000 prank calls to telephone information. I got some free time. Instead of asking for telephone numbers, the man would ask female operators incidental questions and ask them out on dates. You getting this, Phillip? You writing this down? All right, 2018, Black Panther became the 5th Marvel movie to earn $1 billion. 2020, COVID-19 declared a pandemic by the head of the World Health Organization. There's an anniversary to celebrate. All right, on to Saturday. Alexander Graham Bell successfully spoke the first words on a telephone by calling for his assistant. It was 1876.
Wow.
1894, Coca-Cola sold in bottles for the first time. What was it sold in before that?
Bags.
Brings a whole new term to here's a bag of Coke.
Oh.
You got caught with a bag of Coca-Cola. All right. Maybe it was like barrels.
Oh.
Yeah, barrel of Coke.
Kegs.
Kegs. There you go. Kegs of Coca-Cola. You kids, you're out of control.
Wonder why.
All right. 1912, we learned this earlier today. The Girl Guides, later renamed Girl Scouts of the USA, were founded in the U.S. Let's see. 2004, Julia Roberts arrested for dealing crack.
Well, she knows what Coca-Cola was bottled in before.
Not the actress, though. It really wasn't her. It was a 96-year-old North Carolina woman named Julia Roberts. Wow, 96, and she's dealing drugs. Busted along with a few younger relatives for running a drug operation out of her home.
Wonder if her handle was Pretty Woman.
Let's go see Pretty Woman. All right. 2008, it was revealed that he'd been involved with prostitute New York Governor Eliot Spitzer, announced he would resign. 2018, a day which I'll remember. Burger King unveiled the Bacon King Sandwich with 2 quarter-pound burgers and 8 slices of bacon. Nutrition critics slammed the burgers 1,150 calories, which, if you know, are Ricky numbers when it comes to calories. All right. Let's see. 2021, researchers said the world had likely reached peak twin with more twin births than ever before. 1.6 million twins born in 2021. And let's wrap it up here with Sunday's history. 1639, Harvard College was named for clergyman John Harvard. 1961, Mattel introduced the Ken doll. Yeah.
Boo.
1997, Bryan Adams' Heat of the Night became the first commercially released cassette single in the U.S. 1990, blind man robbed a bank in California, then asked the teller to guide him out of the building. She refused.
Oh, boy.
He was still trying to find his way out when police arrived. Was he just bouncing off the walls? That's just not funny. All right, on Fox's Celebrity Boxing 2002, Tonya Harding beat Paula Jones. And Danny Bonaducci whopped Barry Williams, and Todd Bridges defeated Vanilla Ice. Wow. Missed that one. I wonder if that's on YouTube. I'd like to see that. Let's see. All the rest of them are depressing. So we move on to this weekend's Goofy Holidays with Michelle Williams.
All right, let's start with today. I hope everyone's got some aspirations. Today being Dream Day.
If I could dream about anything, it'd be lower gas prices.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. We also have Johnny Appleseed Day, Middle Name Pride Day. What's your middle name?
Me?
Yeah.
I go by Allen, Scott Allen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine is Renee.
And Phillip?
Lesser known fact.
Francis.
Oh, that's a fantastic middle name.
I was expecting him to say Tiberius.
Yes. Oh, that's great.
I'd change it. Phillip Tiberius Dutton.
Woohoo, that sounds fantastic.
It does. All right.
All right, moving on. We've all been a little bit childish. It's preschoolers day. Also, oatmeal nut waffles day. Oatmeal nut waffles.
I've never heard of it.
How does one make waffles out of oatmeal?
Doesn't say. I think you dump a bowl of it on top of the waffle.
All right. Which would call for the next World Plumbing Day.
Followed tomorrow by World Plumber's Butt Day.
Oh, yeah. Can't have one without the other, right?
That's right.
All right. So tomorrow, Genealogy Day, Girl Scout Day, Fanny Pack Day. Oh, I'm a
Anybody still have a fanny pack?
Oh, I've got 3.
You've got 3.
Big lover of the 80s. I swear, best decade of my life. Also the first decade of my life. But hey, I love the 80s. The birth of spandex and neon colors. You can't go wrong.
Oh.
Alfred Hitchcock Day.
Okay.
Plant a Flower Day. Let's hope, maybe not around here yet. There's a lot of snow. But Working Moms Day.
Oh, all right. You're kind of like one of those, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, working moms. There we go.
Only on the days that end in Y.
And working dads. There you go, Phillip.
Right.
And Scott not working and really doing anything. And then I have this for myself, too.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
All right, you made it all the way through the weekend. Thank you so much. Did you? No,
I don't think so. I think you got Sunday.
More. You got Sunday. All right.
Sunday special events. Daylight savings time begins. We've gone over
that
a couple of times already this show. So while you're setting your clocks back, it's a good time to check your batteries. Check your batteries day is Sunday.
Thank you, Mrs. Safety.
Also, Donald Duck Day. Earmuff Day.
Ooh. Love me a pair of earmuffs.
K-9 Veterans Day.
Aw.
Good Samaritan Day.
Arg.
And Open an Umbrella Indoors Day.
That is bad luck.
I feel like that's a trap.
That's a trap.
Is it just bad luck day, or it's a trick? It is a trick.
It's a trick. A number of the day is 55, and that's the tons of lettuce fed to starving manatees in Florida.
Wow. Hungry manatees.
I didn't know they were starving. That's so sad.
All right. Is lettuce really that filling?
Right. I'm like, that could be why they're starving. It's like mostly water and fiber.
Yeah. Could we give them something else, please? I don't know. Maybe they like it. How about a carrot?
Right.
Here's a carrot.
How about some Floridans?
Oh.
We're going to feed them people?
Sure.
Manatees. Eating people in Florida. All right, so I think we're right on time today. Let's go ahead and do some odd news and send you all off into your weekend. We're cooking breakfast.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
and some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
If you weren't listening to the first half of today's show, before we start news, I'd like to ask Phillip a question. And Phillip, that question is, how many movies did Tom Hanks make?
Too many?
Oh, yeah, that's it. All right, we'll start off with the news attack. First sentence, true. Second sentence, bad joke. And Phillip kicks it off for us.
To help with a huge tax return backlog, the IRS will hire 10,000 new employees. Not sure I'd want that job because everyone you meet will be like, ooh, you work for the IRS? You gonna audit me? And I'd be like, actually, I am now.
You would too, wouldn't you?
All right. Jeff Bezos.
Where are you?
You
need some help?
Yeah.
All right. You should be doing this
News
one.
attack?
Yes, there you go. You're on a report.
Gotcha. Okay. A report says there are 40 million Americans driving drunk or drugged. And somehow they all managed to find my mailbox.
Girl Scouts, I can't talk today for nothing, are 110, which proves Thin Mints are like eating the fountain of youth.
So tasty.
So tasty.
A Ukrainian grandma thinks she took out Russian drone with her jar of pickles. That alone should be enough for Putin to say, we give up.
I wonder if they were kosher.
Oh.
All right. The switch to daylight savings time each spring causes an additional 30 auto-related deaths each year. Yeah, boss. Unless you want to have to find a replacement for me, I'm taking the week off after daylight savings time.
I wonder how many people do take Monday off. I lost an hour. I'm still looking for it. Can't come in. Today is World Plumbing Day, and I'd like to say I'll flush to that.
Man. A study finds that dancing comes naturally to infants. You'd dance too if you could poop in your pants and get away with it.
I'm dancing right now.
And he'll flush to that too.
And I'll flush to that too.
Okay. Some bad news for those who want to move to Mars. A science writer says the planet is not in the realm of hospitable to humans. Mars will kill you. That's okay. I don't want to move to Mars. Just spend spring break there.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of tan you'd get. Do you really turn green?
I don't think so.
Oh, Martians are green, right?
All right. I'm still like stuck on the whole flush to that thing, and yeah. First thing, because I'm so short. First thing when I walk into a bathroom.
Hey, have you seen these toilets? They're ginormous.
Sometimes I need a step stool to get up on them. All right, I got lost. Let's see. Associated Press reporter born in the UK has gone viral for his ability to report stories in 6 different languages.
That's fantastic.
Wow. I wonder if he gets paid 6 times the average salary. He's kind of like Jason Bourne with a pen and a notebook and a microphone. All right.
Wonder if he has a different, persona for each language.
Yes.
Like Jason Bourne and his multiple identities.
Yes. All right, on to the world of wacky but true. We don't add anything to these but really bad sound effects. And again, Phillip, kick us off.
Since the Russian invasion of Ukraine on February 24th, there have been more than 2.3 million refugees who fled the war-torn country. One of the most astonishing Ukrainian refugees is an 11-year-old boy who escaped the nation by traveling over 600 miles to a neighboring Slovakia. Last Friday, Russian forces seized a nuclear power station in...
This is not a wacky story. You're in the wrong spot.
Sorry.
That's all right. Go down a section and you'll be in the right
In
spot.
Ireland, a man was having a few drinks in a pub and decided to share a recent accomplishment with a stranger sitting next to him. The man told the stranger he had successfully pulled off his first robbery. The stranger he shared the news with was an off-duty police officer.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oops. That's what you get for bragging.
Badges. We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
Mm-hmm. And then for reading the wrong story.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
And Michelle, it's all you.
All right. So.
You know where you are.
I do.
I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna do something.
Dale Earnhardt is a legend.
Yes.
The NASCAR driver's career was a glorious one, and its tragic end left the racing world in mourning. For one fan in South Carolina, Dale isn't just another driver. He's, well, everything. A listing for a mobile home in Rock Hill, South Carolina doesn't once mention the sheer amount of NASCAR merch adorning the home. But oh boy, do the photos show what a fan the homeowner is. Right. Dale is everywhere. Even in the bathroom. We can't escape the bathroom today.
Oh no, more potty humor.
Hey, shake and bake, Cal. Woo! Shake and bake!
Uh-huh. Moving on to some police in Pennsylvania. They're looking for a man who conned some Walmart workers and got away with a piece of pricey hardware. The suspect entered the Walmart wearing a Walmart vest and posing as a new employee. Oh, this is juicy. While there, police say he was able to convince one of the workers to give him the keys to the electronics case. The man then helped himself to an Oculus virtual reality headset, which sells for about $300. Suspect then left the store with both the VR device and the keys.
Oh.
Ooh. But for pretending to be a Walmart employee.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
All right. Phillip, bail me out. Oh, no, it's Michelle. Bail me out.
All right. Only in Portland.
Oh, no, it was Phillip. I'm sorry. All right.
You want to take it or I'll take it?
You practiced these before, right? All right, Phillip.
Police in Portland, Oregon say women gave birth on a downtown sidewalk and then walked away from the newborn.
This is not good.
No.
Oh, this is not even wacky. Okay, finish it, though.
Bystanders quickly wrapped up the baby and called 911. The officers were able to find the troubled woman and bring her in for psychiatric help.
It's just wrong. They shouldn't even put that story in there.
You got a lot of nerve, honey. It doesn't even say, like, you know, it's not even wacky but true.
Yeah. I don't know how that made it in there. But you, Michelle, get to wrap up a story. Wrap us up with a story about Florida.
Okay, Florida. Florida's always in the news.
It is.
It seems very happening down there.
It is.
Manatees.
Yeah, what's happening now?
Mm-hmm.
A man allegedly wanted to arrest a Florida sheriff, but instead is the one behind bars. Robert Thomas Abel allegedly claimed to work for the President of the United States and threatened to go after Clay County, Florida Sheriff Michelle Cook for burglaries at his home. More psychiatric help. Dispatch for the Clay County Sheriff's Office got a call last week from a man who said Cook should be in her office at 9 a.m. Sunday, or there would be heck to pay. The person then demanded that there would be a letter of resignation on her desk, or else he would arrest her for abandoning her post. Patrol units went on standby on the Sunday in question, just in case the man arrived. He did, with a Smith & Wesson in a shoulder bag, which also contained lots of ammo.
Whoa.
The man's been charged with corruption by threat against a public servant, resisting an officer without violence, and carrying an illegal firearm or electrical weapon.
But he isn't in trouble for claiming to work for the President of the United States?
Plot twist.
I didn't know that was like a legal thing to do.
Well, you can't impersonate an officer, so...
Yeah.
I wonder.
All right. Let's do this first.
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
Everyone from Florida is stupid. Everyone from Florida is dumb. I might not be the brightest guy, but next to them my IQ's high. If they had guitars, here's how they'd strum.
I'll add one more just for him. Sure, let's do this. It's always a fun way to wrap up the show.
I got my 2 hands up. I surrender. Come and lock me up.
All right, thanks for being here today. It is KCHW Chewelah 102.7 on your radio dial, 854 right now. Say goodbye, Phillip.
Goodbye, Phillip.
And say goodbye, Michelle.
See you guys later.
All right, be tuning in on Tuesday. It will be me and Sine Butler. That's going to be our next show, Tuesday. Sine will join us at 8, and she's going to be talking about anxiety and depression because she runs, of course, the Wellness Center, Dragonfly Wellness Center. So Sine on Tuesday at 8. Join us right here on KCHW 102.7. Other than that, have a great weekend.
I find you unacceptable.
102.7 FM, KCHW. Chewelah.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock tires, provide collision repairs including glass, and they have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW Chewelah.